Today I want to talk about why gamers should stop pre-ordering games. Now, this has been a debate in the gaming community for quite some time. As games get more and more complex, the more likely the game will be released with bugs in them. And this is very unfortunate because when you pay 60 bucks, most of the time for a new game is 60 bucks, you're expecting a game to be finished, to be completed. And a lot of games are coming out now, it almost feels as if they're still in beta testing. And that's not right because you don't pay to play a half-assed, put together game. You paid it for a finished product. And more companies seem to just be missing the notion that when you release a product, you need to make sure that it works. You need to have people testing the game vigorously to make sure there's no bugs with it. For instance, there was a Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 3 is the greatest video game ever created that I've ever played in my life. I love that game. I love it more than Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind. That game is unbelievable. But when Fallout New Vegas came out, there were so many bugs in that game that the anticipation I had for Fallout New Vegas went away almost, you know, immediately once I started playing the game for a while. And to this day, I still have a bad taste in my mouth from having such a buggy game, released on launch date. And I think a lot of times, one of the ways that we can combat this kind of laziness from different publishers and developers is to wait, a month or so. We see the reviews come out, see like what the game is about, because a lot of companies, they know that through the amount of pre-orders they'll get, whether or not that on launch date, or excuse me, whether or not on launch date that the investment they put into the game will be returned or not. And if you're already making 6-7 times more than you put in, there's not a lot of reason to go back in and spend a little bit more money to improve the game, work on it, patch anything up that might have been overlooked. And it gets to a point where the consumers are being ripped off here, and there's another example, Battlefield 4. When it was first released, it was almost unplayable. There was so many bugs in it, and and EA is notorious for having buggy ass games on launch dates, and SimCity is another one. I mean, just the list goes on and on and on and on. And I think that the gaming community would benefit tremendously if gamers would just wait for, let's say a reviewer will review it and say, oh, look, this game works just perfectly. And then, okay, it looks good. It plays well. I'm going to go buy it. But when millions of gamers constantly pre-order games, I think that in the long run, it's not going to be beneficial for everyone. So that's all I really have to say on the issue. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and have a nice day. And oh yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments below about the issue. And thanks for watching.